Alright, so now we're going to look at word problems, just applications of when we use proportions and ratios. So the first example is really easy. They're telling me that in the class there's 15 girls and 9 boys, and they're asking me what the ratio of girls to boys is. So when they're asking you for the ratio, it's important to notice in what order they want it. So here first they want girls, then they want boys. So girls to boys. I'm going to write my ratio as a fraction just because I like writing them as fractions. So I'm going to put girls first, and then boys second, so it's going to be at the bottom, boys. So my fraction is going to be girls to boys. So the number of girls in the classroom is 15. So that goes on top. The number of boys in the classroom is 9, so that goes on the bottom. And that's a ratio, but I have to simplify. You cannot leave that like this, it has to be simplified. So to simplify this, I just have to find a number that's divisible for both of those numbers. So 3 works. Both of those numbers are divisible by 3. So 15 divided by 3 gives me 5. And 9 divided by 3 gives me 3. So the ratio of girls to boys is 5 to 3. You could leave it as a fraction, or you could also write it as 5 to 3 with the colon. Either way, it's the same thing, just different ways of writing it. Okay, so example 6 and 7 though are a little bit different, just because now they're actually requiring me to solve a proportion to be able to find a solution to the problem. So for example 6, very easy. It says the ratio of apples to oranges at Kroger is 4 to 9. So again, that's my ratio. So first is apples, then it's oranges. Alright, so my ratio is apples to oranges. So apples goes first, to oranges, that goes on the bottom. And so number of apples is 4, number of oranges is 9. And then they're asking me if there are 44 apples, how many oranges are there? Since I put apples on the top, then I have to keep the 44 on top. And then I'm trying to figure out the number of oranges, so that's x. So here's my proportion.
Teachers and students, please pardon.
So I'm going to set up my equation to solve this. I have to multiply the diagonals. So I'm going to do 9 times 44. That's 396. That has to equal my second diagonal. So this one right here, 4 times x. And that gives me 4x. And so to get x by itself, I just have to get rid of the 4. So divide by 4 on both sides. 396 divided by 4 gives me 99. So the number of oranges is 99. Okay, and for this one, very similar. It's talking about cookies. Susie needs 1 cup of sugar for every 12 cookies, so that would be my ratio. Cups of sugar to cookies. So I'm gonna do sugar first on top, and then cookies as a denominator. So 1 cup of sugar for every 12 cookies. And then I need to answer the question, which is how many cups of sugar will she need for 60 cookies. So cups of sugar is what I'm looking for, so that's x. Cookies goes on the bottom, so the 60 goes as a denominator. And now I can solve my equation. So here I have 12 times x that's 12x, and then 1 times 60, 60, so those two are equal. And then get x by itself, so I'm just going to divide by 12 on both sides, and I get x equals 5. So she needs 5 cups of sugar if she wants to make 60 cookies.